Gone massive favourite?
You would think so, wouldn't you? You would think so. So many reds in the open, and he's given it plenty of thought, so he's looking for trouble, so to speak. He's looking for things to go wrong. Well, that looks
6.
okay. He's got the red to the left middle.
It's just coming around to check that the black goes past the red into the right corner, and then he can play a little stun through the gap, potting the red into the middle pocket.
Seven.
Well, that was a good solid pot. Now nicely on the black frame and
Turn
match
that mobile off, please.
at his mercy. But as we know, you've still got to pot the balls, and this is a tough game when the pressure's on.
$14. 15. 22.
Just having a look at the
23.
facial expressions of Maxwell. It'll be a bit of what might have been if he'd have started the match off earlier in the first session and not got so far behind when he had chances. Could have made the difference, but it's looking increasingly likely as we look now. Red colour, red
29.
for a place in the second round, and it'll be a mighty relief, Barry Hawkins, if he can pot these next 3 balls.
30.
Barry Hawkins using all his crucible experience here. All things considered, whilst I suppose he wouldn't be happy to have thrown away a 7-2 lead overnight, if you hold yourself together in the final frame, it's always a great feeling.
A bit straighter than he would like, but as I say, just this black and one more red to leave Maxwell needing snookers after such a fine comeback. He's only really had one chance, and that was off the Barry Hawkins break off, and he just wobbled the red and left the easy starter. Over a minute. Will it be even longer now as the
Take that mobile phone outside,
goes off?
please.
Well, he's potted the black, but he wants one more red. And he's not perfect by any means.
37.
Okay, there's red pots, but it's also missable. But there's red for the match. In it goes. And a nice kiss on the blue. And Barry Hawkins now has weathered the storm. Somehow. Every credit to Matt Selt for making a match of this. He'll be disappointed, but he should take a lot out of it. He's proved himself that he can do it when it matters. Okay, he left himself a lot to do when he went 9-4 behind. But every credit to the way he's come back, and if he can continue that, he's a name that you have to reckon with in the years to come. Disappointment, as I say, but every credit for the way he fought his way back in the match. But it looks as though it wasn't going to be enough.
Last chance for Matt Selt.
43, Barry Hawkins.
It's not much of one.
No, well, it should be enough. 75 points in front, only 67 remaining.
And it was enough. What a performance from Matthew Selt. But Barry Hawkins has a habit of putting himself through tough matches. Last year he squandered an 11-5 lead over Dominic Dale, but eventually ran out a 13-12 winner in the quarter-finals and almost got knocked out this year in the first round. A huge sigh of relief for Hawkins and his team.
Well, I don't know what happened there. From 7-2, obviously, you know, I'm under a little bit of pressure. I probably should have won the first frame of the session. I was 50 in front, a couple of loose positional shots again, and yeah, if we'd gone 8-2, then perhaps I'd have just walked away with it. But you know, to be fair to him, you know, he stuck in there and he started playing great towards the end, and then the pressure comes on, you know, and it weren't. I don't feel like I was squandering chance after chance. I know I didn't miss that many, but I was running out of position a few times where you shouldn't do. So it's the same thing as twitching maybe, but yeah, I'm just so pleased the way I held myself together there in the end again, and absolutely, yeah, delighted to still be here.
Yes, plenty for Barry Hawkins to think about ahead of his second round match. The 2010 world champion Neil Robertson of Australia safely through to the next round, having beaten Jamie Jones, the Welsh qualifier. Ding Junhui is right up against it against Mark Davis. Mark Davis, a player just outside the top 16. Davis won the first 4 frames, but Ding has got himself back in it, winning the next 3, 4-3 in that one, which leads us nicely onto our next featured match. It's Alan McManus of Scotland taking on England's Ali Carter.
I'm not mates with Ali because he lives 400 mile away, but he's a nice lad. You know, seeing him just in these last few months at tournaments, you know, I gave him a hug and stuff, and it was good to see him back, and I just think it's wonderful that he's back.
I'd have much rather not had the cancer and not had my ranking protected, in all honesty. But the way I see it is, if I hadn't have had the cancer, I'd have still been in the top 16 anyway, so I don't think it would have changed too much.
He's got some great history here, obviously 2 finals in the maximum and all that, but I think it's also good now. He's had a few tournaments back. He can sort of start putting this to one side and get on with what he's good at, which is, you know, playing snooker.
Well, Alan, you know, his strengths, I suppose, are his tactical department of his game. He's got a lot of experience. He's been there, seen it and done it. You know, he keeps a cool head, doesn't give a lot away, so I know I'm going to have to be at the top of my game to beat him.
I think I'm the oldest guy here, which is, like, amazing, because it seems like yesterday I was the youngest guy here, I think in 91. I know I don't look it, mind you, but that's enough. So, nah, it's just lovely to be here again, and although, of course, I want to play well. I want to do some damage out there, you know, but I'm pretty relaxed about the whole thing. You know, I've been here a couple of times before, and I know what's going to happen, so it's fine.
I feel good physically. I've been working hard on my fitness and that, trying to get that back up, because obviously, you know, it's been, the wind was taken out my sails, so to speak. So yeah, I'm coming into this tournament feeling fresh. I've worked very hard. I've kept myself very focused. I think it could be an advantage for me that I haven't played too much snooker this year. Maybe this first match is a big match for me, but it's a big match for everyone, in fairness. So, you know, listen, I'm just glad. I'm glad to be here with what I've been through. So yeah, what happens out there happens.
Yes, it's so great to see Ali Carter back here at the Crucible, twice a runner-up here at the World Championships, but he faces a real tough competitor in Alan Angles McManus. Well, Carter went into a 3-2 lead thanks to a break of 127 in the opening frame. We pick up the action in frame number 6. Carter at the table on a break of 16.
Oh, change of mind. He was just about to deliver the cue, but like a golfer on his backswing, and it's not easy to stop when you're just about to complete the stroke. Oh, look at the action he's got on that. Far too much.
17.
Wow. Now this is... Well, will he even think about cutting the... Well, he's looking at the angle, but have a look at the white. Oof. Yeah, he's taking the cut on. This is far from easy. Terrific shot.
Important part.
24.
Keep the heat on your opponent. And ideally, he wouldn't like to let Alan McManus off the hook in this frame after missing that pink. Greatest sounding contact, but it didn't seem to change the direction of the red or the cue ball. Bottom red goes.
Played each other on 4 occasions. It's 2 each, but a couple of those matches way back in 2004 and 2005. Ali Carter won 5-2, 9-4.
33.
Alan McManus's wins came a little bit later, 2006. The most recent meeting was in European Tour event, 2013. Alan won that 4-1. Well, I think he's finished up missing that because he got himself out of position and he's probably lost a little bit of focus, and that's the sort of thing that used to annoy Ali Carter, but he doesn't worry as much about that these days. I think he's able to put the bad shot out of his mind fairly quickly, and that's probably down to working with Peter Ebdon on the mental side of the game. You've got to quickly forget about the mistakes you make because they start fresh again. Clear the old computer, start again.
What?
Chance for Alan McManus to play his way back into this frame. Any plants available? That would make things easier. A lot easier. Looks like there is one. He spent enough time looking at it. Oh. Ideally placed. Ali Carter's only saving grace is that red on the side cushion near the green.
Oh, where's the pink going to go? Referee coming around just to check to see if there's enough room. Just about.
7.
And he's back looking at that